Oh hey, I didn't see you there. What's it been, like 2 years since my last legitimate upload? Yeah, I got a lot to catch you guys up on. So, in the past 2 years, a lot has happened. Graduated from high school, I bought my dream car, and most importantly, I should have died. But I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. So it kind of went a little something like this. Here, roll the clip.
Hey Jake, what's going on? Yeah, the car's getting a little close. Oh no, he can't hear me. He has AirPods in.
Oh shit. So some of you may have known, I kind of vanished off the platform about 2 years ago. And I did hint at the reasoning on my Discord server the day it happened. I posted it on Twitter, I believe. Not too active on there, but if you want to reach me, it's just at RageRantsYT. I don't have notifications on because, I don't know, I'm tired of getting notifications that people posted a tweet because, frankly, I really don't care. Anyways, if you really do want to reach me, go and just join my Discord server. It's really dead. Please join. Thank you. Anyways, so I hinted at it about 2 years ago, and to this date of releasing the video is the anniversary of the crash. Forgot to mention, I rolled my car. Now, you may be wondering, hey Jake, it's my real name by the way, it's not known. Hey Jake, is this gonna be a sad video? No, I don't like making sad videos. I'm not here to, you know, get pity. If I was here for pity, I would have posted a video the day of, or, you know, something, just, you know, milking the views while my channel wasn't dead. So this is solely an update video and me trying to, you know, get back into the game. So I'm gonna tell you the story of how I should have died.
Your feelings changed like the weather. Went from clear to gray. All that time and day.
It happened a day after my birthday. I had just turned 17, and when this video is being released, I will have just turned 19. Man, time sure flies when you're having fun. God, my channel's dead as fuck. Anyways, so, basically, I was just coming home from, I believe, Taco Bell, because who doesn't love Taco Bell, right? I kind of eat it too much. I need to go back to the gym. Anyways, so, I was coming home from Taco Bell, and I had a large Mountain Dew in my cup holder. Now, you may be thinking, Jake, that doesn't seem like a crucial piece of, you know, the storyline that we need to know. That's where you're wrong, kiddo. That is a crucial piece of the storyline that you must know. So, you know, your boy was cruising along. The speed limit's 55, and your boy was going 60, because I'm a savage cabbage. Anyways, so, we're just cruising along at 60, around there, and I noticed the person to my right, in the right-hand lane, and she is kind of swerving in her lane a little bit. And I think, you know what, that's pretty normal. She's, you know, going 60 miles an hour. She's, you know, whatever. We're both going northbound. Then, all of a sudden, this woman takes a hard left into my car, knocking me into the southbound lane into oncoming traffic. That should be the end of me right there. I'm sorry, I should have died like right then and there. And I hate when people ask me, hey Jake, what were you thinking when your car rolled? And I'm like, oh yeah, like the fucking roof caved in and I was like, I should get a puppy. Or like the windshield shattered in my face and I was like, did I leave the oven on? Really? No, I was thinking, fuck, this is it. This is it. In fact, I actually wasn't thinking that. When she struck my car initially, my immediate thought was, fuck, my mom is gonna fucking kill me. So, I then rolled into the oncoming traffic, and I was laying upside down in my car, just in the middle of the highway, just chilling in the middle of rush hour. It was great. It was fantastic. I'm really surprised I didn't get struck by another car. So, anyways, I then looked around my car, and keep in mind I'm upside down, so I'm looking around, and I see a yellow liquid pouring out of my car, and I'm immediately thinking, fuck, dude, I literally just rolled my car. There's no way I just pissed myself. So, I did, the old fucking, little pat down for you, ladies. Anyways, did a little pat down. Your boy was dry, luckily. So I looked around even more, and it was the Mountain Dew. Thank the Lord, I have never been more relieved in my life. So, with that, I then gummy wormed my way out of my seatbelt and crawled out of my shattered window. I don't know why I had to think about that. Then gummy wormed my way out of my seatbelt and then crawled through my shattered driver's side window. I then laid on the pavement for about 5 minutes before 2 pedestrians picked me up and carried me over into the grass. Now what I didn't know is I know both of these people from previous encounters. I'd known the first pedestrian because she was my elementary school librarian. Mrs. Newbecker, if you're watching, hi. Anyways, the other one was my friend who I met in driving school. That's rich. That's rich. Anyways, so they both carry me over into the grass, and I then laid there, and luckily I crashed right in front of a firehouse, so thank you, Jesus. Anyways, it probably didn't take too long for the EMTs to get there, because, they probably just, did one of these bad boys. Yeah, guys, we can leisurely stroll to this one. It's cool. So, about after 3 minutes, the EMTs arrived on the scene, and needless to say, they didn't like my sense of humor. Let me explain. So, I was laying there on the ground, and the first EMT comes up to me and says something along the lines of, do you have any other injuries besides your arm? And I was like, what the fuck's wrong with my arm? And I start up and downing my favorite fucking arm, obviously, old righty over here. And then he says, no, your other arm. And then I noticed that this said EMT was putting immense pressure on my arm to stop the blood from flowing out of my arm. Because my arm was split open 9 inches long and 3 inches wide. Just like me. Ladies? Anyways, so I then said that I wanted to see my arm, and he was like, no, you don't want to see that, you don't want to see that. And I was like, it's my fucking arm. I think I do. Literally word for word. If any of the EMTs are watching this right now that helped me, thank you so much, and I'm sorry that I was such a little asshole the whole time. My bad. Anyways, I told him that my knee hurt. And they said,
we have to check if there's a bruise from your cruise. I'm afraid we're going to have to amputate your pants.
well, we're gonna have to cut your pants off to take a look at that knee. And I was like, no, that ain't gonna happen, Chief. And they were like, what? We're gonna have to cut them off. And it was my favorite pair of pants at the time, so I then gripped the side of my pants and I said, look, I can take them off for you, but you're not cutting my pants off. I love these pants, because my outfit was fresh as fuck that day, dude, I swear. So, they then said,
No, you just keep your pants on.
That was a small victory for me. Little did I know that my knee was kind of like, a little fucked up after that. I had a hard time continuously pushing in and out of a clutch in a car. For you younger viewers that don't know much about cars, that's the third pedal on the left. And yeah, it's that one you gotta use your left leg for. Daily car facts with Jake. Anyways, so I got to keep my pants on, and then I looked down at my favorite shirt, which was a white shirt, I might want to add. I have some few pictures right here, and it was covered in blood. From my arm, of course. And so I look up at the firefighter near me, and I look at my shirt and I say, hey, how many Tide sticks do you think this is going to take to get this out? And then he looked at me like I was fucking insane. Needless to say, they thought I had severe brain trauma from how I was acting. Probably do. Anyways, so after that, I look at my friend who I went to driving school with, and I told her, hey, do you still have our driving instructor on Snapchat? Because, you know, he was hip and with it, so he wanted to add us on Snapchat. Yeah, he wore a fedora, and he had a beard, and wore sunglasses inside. He was weird. He was an interesting fella. Anyways, she said she did, so anyways, I then told her to take a selfie with me and send it to him and caption it, always wear your seatbelt. I never stop memeing. I really don't. Not even when I'm dying. It's 24/7, really. God, maybe that's why I'm single. Anyways, so she sends it, and then they try to put me on a stretcher. And you know, I can do it myself, right? So they start putting me in a neck brace, and I was like, dude, I'm fine, I'm good, I don't have any whiplash. And I didn't, believe it or not, for the rest of the time. I actually never got whiplash from rolling a fucking car. That's pretty rare. Walking away from rolling a car is pretty rare. So I then, you know, tell them I don't need it, and they were like, it's mandatory for rollover crashes, and I'm like, Anyways, they put me in one. Then they start to put me on a stretcher, to which I then start to scoot on it myself, which they didn't like at all. They were like, dude, chill out. And I was like, you don't have me all sorts of fun. So they put me on a stretcher, and they put me in an ambulance. I then have a nice conversation with the man in the ambulance. It went something like this. I know this is not what he said, but this is what I heard. So I basically was telling him how angry I was that I rolled a car. He was like, oh man, that was one hell of a crash you were in. And I was like, yeah dude, I'm pissed. I just watched that thing. And he was like, okay. And I was like, yeah dude, I vacuumed out the inside and everything. I just took a girl on an ice cream date and everything. She never called me back, guys. Just letting you know. The boy's very single. Anyways, so basically, I told him all that, and he didn't say this, but this is what I heard was, shit dog, I feel you. That's what I'm sticking with. Anyways, I arrive at the hospital, and little did I know that there will be 30 doctors all scrubbed up and ready to operate on me. Solely because they were told a 17-year-old boy was involved in a rollover accident and was losing blood at an alarming rate. Yep. So I go in there, my arm is all bandaged up, by the way, at that time, and I start, you know, asking the doctors, hey, how you doing? How's your day? How you doing? And they were looking at me all weird. They were like, what the fuck is wrong with this kid? Anyways, at that point in time, I looked to the back of the room, and I saw my mother, to which I then thought, at that point in time, was a great opportunity for me to wave with my split open arm, still covered in blood, to wave at my mother and say, hi mom, how's your day? She didn't like that. She wasn't too happy with that. But, did it anyways. Hi mom, I know you watch my videos now. Anyways, so that is that's pretty much it. That is how I should have died. So the car that I rolled was a 2000 Ford Escort ZX2. It was not a Ford Fiesta. Vapton, Noah, and Logan from the... what the fuck podcast was that? From the Washed Up podcast from like 2.5 years ago that I did. And they called it a Ford Fiesta. It was not a Ford Fiesta. It was a Ford Escort. Just laying it out there. That's the reason, large majority, of why I have been absent for the past 2 years. I am now in college and I pursue other things in my free time besides making videos. I do a lot of car enthusiast things, like enjoy driving and modding my car with all my friends. If you want to, if you're interested in following my build, if you call wheels and coilovers that, but if you're interested in following that, my Instagram is right there, thethinblue86. Speaking of that, I also picked up a second job modeling for 86squad.com. You can get your merch at www.86squad.com. Use the code thethinblue86 for 30% off your purchase. This is the closest thing I will ever have to selling merch. So, go buy it. Hi, Mike. Also, forgot one thing. I really do want to give a big thank you to a YouTuber that I have watched for so long and idolized him and thought he was the funniest dude ever. Thank you so much to KillySunt for helping me out with this video, with the audio and recording parts for the EMTs and the firefighters. I really do appreciate it. And thank you so much for just, everything. So, big thanks to KillySunt for this. And I also want to thank Jeremiah for helping me out with a lot of things. And I also want to thank you guys for watching and, sticking with me if you're watching this video right now. So, I also want to give a really big thank you to Christian, or birdertweet if you follow his YouTube channel. He was really helping me out with this video, but the deadline was coming up and his computer crashed or something, and it's been a mess. So I'm really sorry, Christian, that I put you through all this work and just to have none of it be used. I really do apologize for that, but thank you so much for everything you've done for me over the years for Rage Rants. It's really all about it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.